It's Week 8 of the NFL.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Landover. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Daniels from the pistol. Caught by Deebo Samuel. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. He's on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, headed right. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, it takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's brought down for a loss. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tress Way. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. That throw finds Kmet. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Finds a man right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. He'll get this to Samuel. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just set.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Williams on the play action. He's going to push one deep down the right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On fourth down, it's Tory Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Staying with Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Another carry for Robinson. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. That makes it 4th down. Ready. Go. They're going for this. Hauled in by Gray. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards, and a successful conversion on 4th. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down the... This is caught. The 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Set. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Here's Robinson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked by T.J. Edwards.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Come back because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Williams from the gun. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Absolutely crushed his first punch, and here's another huge one. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it's going to be their football coming up.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Has the connection to Odunze.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Trap 60.
To throw, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. They get 35 out of that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Daniels back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first. This is Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. You're working quickly here. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Kickoff. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First down, here's Swift. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw is Williams. Kmet brings it in. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Going to run again with Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Carney's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 30. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Commanders. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels from the pistol. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run here with Robinson. And this one doesn't go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. And they pick him off again! Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They are on the counter with Swift.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Staying grounded with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Punt team on the field. And he's been one of the players on this game. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. The Commanders, and this running back. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go now.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy. On 2nd down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
He's back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Right up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Another carry for Robinson. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders trail by a field goal. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds his man, Gray. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Handoff now to Robinson. Room to run inside the 20. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first. He'll look to throw it. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Robinson. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So the Bears take this